所有的恩与爱都是奇遇，是帮我往前有暂借的雨。当繁华落尽后归于空虚，才看清命运书写好的序。原来我是为你流了雨上的雨，要学会哪怕痛也不再恐惧。这一生就算是满身伤愈，都是为灵魂做最强的防御。原来我是一位吞吐天地的百合推进的剧，我亮了一生尽永恒命运，为了那下一世完美的延续。变成蜜水草间温柔的曲，只是暂时的安慰小曲。当生命走到了最终岛屿，要解释这灵魂剩下何去。这辈子失去句更是一句，每一个都要做生死斗虑。为了带走那尘世际遇，只为了让心智能够高去。所以我是一位波浪数的鱼，越过了西边雨，要出人迹曾经给予，让我能有想要辉煌的规律。你在生，能在得无所惧，游玩这一生，我终于
Okay, we have 1 more minute to go. So can I invite everybody back to your seat so that we can be ready to learn tonight? Right, it's 7:30 right now, so let's start on time. Okay, before we start our session for tonight, so we're just going to first sing 3 songs together. So all these songs are written and composed by our master Tetsun. They are embedded with high positive energy. So if you do know the song, I do encourage you to sing along as we uplift our energy when we learn from each other tonight. The first song we're going to bring to you is Because of the Sun.
Because of the sun, life is bright and shining. The world is happy, everything is lively. Because Because of the sun, I become stronger. Because of the sun, I find my direction. Because of the sun, I have clarity. Because of the sun, I regain my peace. Because of the sun, I let go my pain. Because of the sun, I rise and shine. Because of the sun, we have abundance and hope in life. To fulfill the hopes and dreams that we once had. This love touches us deeply. Ever since then, the sun is with us everywhere. This resonance is a brand new experience which creates amazing life stories. We are extremely lucky, extremely fortunate. Because of the sun, life becomes glorious. Hope all of us can resonate and enjoy this feeling every moment. Let's spread love to the world to allow more people to benefit. Because of the sun, life becomes prosperous. Because of the sun, I accelerate. Because of the sun, future's in my hands. Because of the sun, I'm motivated. Because of the sun, I am amazed. Life with the sun, I feel free. Sun within me, life is eternity. Sun in my heart, my wishes come true. Sun in my soul, I rise and shine. Blessings from the sun, I sing with my heart. Because of the sun, life is so completed. Grateful to the sun, my love to the sun. Because of the sun, love in harmony.
Because of the sun, life is bright and shining. The world is happy, everything is lively. Because of the sun, I become stronger. Because of the sun, I find my direction. Because of the sun, I have clarity. Because of the sun, I regain my peace. Because of the sun, I let go my pain and I rise and shine. Yes, indeed. Because of the sun, we have gotten the greatest energy on earth. So that's where we are connected. And of course, indeed, we are also touched because we have found this right system for us to learn to become a better person. So let's sing the next song together. I am so touched.
In life, I've never felt this way. This time, I am amazed. Unconditional love will never fade away. I am so touched, words don't portray. Abundant love, my heart illuminates. Because of love, I am on my way to the life I have always dreamed to create. It is love, I'm amazed. In life, I've never felt this way. This time, I am amazed. Unconditional love will never fade away. I am so touched, words don't portray. Abundant love, my heart illuminates. Because of love, I am on my way to the life I have always dreamed to create. It is love, I'm amazed. I am so touched day by day by the world's miracles at play. Wonderful feelings I must convey. Please come sing with me today. I am so touched day by day by the world's miracles at play. Wonderful feelings I must convey. Please come sing with me today. Wonderful feelings I must convey. Please come sing with me today. Please come sing with me today.
In life, I've never felt this way. This time, I'm amazed. Unconditional love will never fade away. I am so touched. Words don't portray. Abundant love, my heart illuminates. Because of love, I'm on my way to the life I've always dreamed to create. It is love, I'm amazed. Yes, indeed, because of love, we are filled with gratefulness. And because of love, can you imagine if every one of us are connected just by purity and just by love, by sincerity, by honesty, how beautiful this world can be. So let's sing the next song together. It's a Chinese song, 全心都是你.
你考上9天之上的辉煌，俯视着人间渺小的沧桑。我怎敢轻视你给的锋芒？那是你恩泽浩荡的滋养。当我拥有了掌声与奖赏，却不敢忘记这一份恩赏。这一切繁华盛世的景象，皆因你垂爱似雨的画上，全心都是你至高的无上，是你让生命充满了馨香。若非你宽恕岁月的荒唐，我又怎能够不再去彷徨？全心都是你浩瀚的穹苍，唯有你能够安抚这仓皇。我愿用一生所有的时光，去守护内心对你的仰望。你无需言语，却真着四方。你的爱好中从来不生长，唯有你配得所有的颂扬。你是光，更是灵魂的殿堂。全心都是你浩瀚的穹苍，唯有你能够安抚这仓皇。我愿用一生所有的时光，去守护内心对你的仰望。全心都是你，我永远的欣赏。全心都是你，我生命的珍藏。这么亮，这么亮，原来这一生养育我的就是太阳。
you shine in glory high above the ninefold sky. Looking down upon this weathered world, how could I ever belittle the brilliance you have given? It is your boundless grace that nourishes me. When applause and honors gather around me, I dare not forget this blessing. As this splendor, all this flourishing scene exists only because you clothed me in your favor. All my heart is you, supreme beyond all measure. You are the fragrance that fills my life. If not for your mercy, forgiving the recklessness of time, how could I ever cease to wonder? Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
All right. First of all, my deepest gratitude to our Master Tetsun, deepest gratitude to the universe, and deepest gratitude to the Almighty Sun. Good evening, everyone. My name is Eileen. I'm one of your hosts for tonight. Rebecca got shocked because it was too loud just now, right? Yeah, because the energy is too strong. So just now, this song, right? 全心都是你, especially the very, very last thing, right? 向阳前行, right? So imagine if we don't have this system that keep us connected, that keep us aligned, given us a beautiful classroom that we can come here to recharge our draining battery, then we don't know where we are wandering to. All right, so this is a English session that we have in Singapore, the one and only. So not to worry, over here we do not talk about any religious preaching. All of us here comes from different religious backgrounds. Some are free thinker, some are from different religious background. It doesn't matter. What's most important is we need to uplift our positive energy. We need to uplift our soul energy. And that's, I would like to invite you all to stay just composed, like feel excited over the next 2 hours just to see how we can actually learn from each other. And most importantly, how we can learn from Master Tetsun. All right, I'd like to introduce my beautiful co-host, Rebecca.
Thank you, Eileen. Gratitude to Mighty Tetsun, gratitude to the Mighty Sun, and gratitude, the most important, to our Master Tetsun. Yes, I'm Rebecca. Good evening, everyone. Yes, we come back our Thursday class. This is the only English class, as Eileen has mentioned. This is a special system. It teaches us how to use our energy to manage our life. So we want to have a better life, then we have to uplift our energy, and then we can actually move to our better path. So tonight we are reading two important books, Super Life Secret Code, and the other book is Let's Read When the Abundance is So Simple. Yes, I've been reading too many books. Yes, this is a special book. The abundance is so simple. And then we have our reading angels, gratitude our reading angels, and gratitude the IT's beautiful angels behind. Yes, we are here to resonate our positive energy. Let's gain more positive energy in our reading sessions. Thank you, Eileen.
All right. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you for those who are joining us here for the first time, second time, many times, or on and off. All right, when I see her walking, I was so happy to see her, and her hair grew already. All right, who is joining us for the very, very first time in our class?
Hi.
Hi, hi.
Welcome.
Can I get your name? Jean. Angie. Wow, beautiful.
Yes.
And Olivia, how are you? Good.
No see,
Yeah,
Olivia.
long time no see.
Yes, doing
Alright.
good. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So before we start our session for today, so please allow me to first introduce our author, Master Tetsun. Master Tetsun is a world-leading expert in energy management, a renowned speaker, a top-selling author, a humanitarian, and a Nobel Peace Prize nominee. He's also the founder of Richest Life, a personal and professional growth and wellness center, teaching people self-healing and life mastery. Master Tetsun has trained high-tech executives, CEOs, government officials, and tens of thousands of people worldwide. In 2010, he wrote his first book, Super Life Secret Codes, a life manual that reveals the secret codes of managing energy to create a super extraordinary life. This book has become a global sensation and transformed people's lives all over the world. Since then, Master Sun has written over 70 books now and given tens of thousands of lectures and consultations. His book, Say No to Depression, is a breakthrough in mental health and has been recognized and endorsed by Western and Chinese doctors to help people overcome chronic depression, anxiety, insomnia, and other mental health problems. Master Sun's energy management system teaches people to mobilize their innate natural ability to become a self-generator of positive energy so that they can recharge and take control of their lives. So we're grateful to Master Tetsun, who has founded the Richest Life community. So in this organization, we want to promote simplicity and purity. So please refrain from any money laundering issue. Please refrain from any soliciting, refrain from any business transaction. And of course, we need to have wisdom to do judgment, right? So if you're brought in by your colleague, we work together, we cannot learn together, then that's of course not the right decision, right? So it doesn't mean that, oh, someone who has maybe some business dealing with you who brings you in and that you're not allowed to come to this system. That's different. What we're saying that among the members, if you meet somebody new next to you, we need to refrain from doing that because we don't want to arouse any uncomfortability towards the other person, because we are different from other networking situation where they go there for a networking purpose. We are here really to learn so that we can learn to take control of our lives. So life can be very simple. Life can be very complicated, right? Before Super Life Secret Code, I always say life is so complicated. But now, actually, life can be very simple. We decide how we want to actually run our life every day. We decide after we wake up in the morning, do we want to smile or do you want to go out your house with a sour face? Do you want to wear green? You want to wear black? You want to wear pink? It's all your own decision. So you take charge. So, and this is through Master's teaching. He teaches us how to take control of our life. He teaches us how to be the director of our life. So all of us in this world, I think the energy is too strong. So all of us in this world, we have many, many roles to play, right? Right this moment, in this second where I'm holding this mic, I'm a host in this today's sharing session. So being a host, I'm a facilitator. I'm just like you. Rebecca and I are just like you. We are still students of Master Tetson. The only difference is that we have the opportunity to be the chosen one, to be the facilitator, to facilitate the session. And off duty, I'm just another normal person. Back home, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm also a daughter to someone, I'm also a daughter-in-law to someone. So we all have many, many roles to play in life. So we need to know at what point, how are we supposed to play our role well, so that we bring comfort to everybody around us. Sometimes a small little smile from us can actually brighten somebody else's day, right? So you ever walk past in the street, you see one poor fella, maybe, a homeless sitting there, just by you offering him maybe a bottle of mineral water could have really brightened up his day, because maybe he already has got no water for the last 2 days. We never know. So everybody has got different background. So what we ask is that we ask you, give yourself an opportunity, give yourself a chance to see how this system can actually help us. So it doesn't matter you listen to thousands and thousands of stories, even you have read 77 books Master has written, you have listened to all his songs, listened to all his YouTube. But if you don't open the door to your heart, if your mindset is fixed, then you will never want to learn. I always say we need to empty our glasses when we want to go into any classes. So same thing. So give yourself a chance. So back then, very grateful for myself. I'm very grateful to myself that I've gotten this book from a good friend, but I'm more grateful for myself that I gave myself a chance, because I set a target, because I was a very stubborn and ego person. I will always think nothing is good for me. I'm good for myself, right? But because I set a target for myself, 3 months, if I don't understand what Master is talking, bye-bye. But very thankfully, right, I think 也是有福之人呐, a little bit of blessings I have. So I do have abundance from the universe. So very short time, within 3 weeks, I already start to understand and I start to have realization. And that's where here I am today after 4 over years. And of course, Rebecca also come from a different background. A short introduction by Rebecca.
Yes, thank you, Eileen. Yes, Rebecca was actually on the way home by listening one of the Master Tetson song. And that time I was in very, very down and then with a bit of depressions because of my son. So what the song I have received, 邀你幸福, to invite you to be happiness, is giving me a very good awakens. While I listen to the song, I start to tears. Yes, why Master Tetson song are so positive and so energy? Because it's all emblated with, it's actually written by Master Tetson song, and all the wording are emblated with energy, every single words. So if you're in a down time or in your bad mood, please on our radio, a small radio, or either that go to the YouTube, search for Master Ted San song, it can help you out. Yes, just a single song, just one of the song, actually breakthrough of my life. Very important, beside the song, we have a lot of tools to help us. The system, we just follow, and then we just follow the step. We have tools like our master's book. All the books is also embedded with energy. All their words. So go through the books, and the important books that we are going to go on is Super Life Secret Code. We are going to start on reading this book. Let's invite our reading angel, Krista, and what else is here? Krista and Ellen is, Ellen? It's okay, Ellen, you can sit there. I can't find Ellen's. Yeah, Ellen is reading our books, and Krista will be reading on the first one. Let's begin with our Super Life Secret Code book.
Ellen temporarily changed role.
Yeah.
So you
Ellen's
see,
not a new guest
in a
here.
classroom, he's already playing two roles, right? A
Yeah.
role as a reading angel and a role who actually brings a friend. So he's very kind-hearted because we bring Angie, so he doesn't want Angie to feel alone. Yeah, so you see, in one such a situation, he's already playing two roles, right? So how to play both roles well, this is something sometimes we do face challenges. All right, so over to our reading angel.
Yes, we're always grateful to the person who brought us in, because without them, we won't be able to come into Super Life Secret Code system. I also grateful to one of my friend given me a Super Life Secret Code, and with my sister, all my family are in this system also. All right, let's begin our Super Life Secret Code. So we are going to read from the front page and then from the back page of the book, and then later on we are going into our reading book on page 103. Let's begin, Krista. Thank you.
Super Life Secret Codes, The Key to Unlock Your Life by Master Ted San. Turn to the back. The book contains simple ideas with the power to resolve all your problems and revolutionize your understanding of life. Whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, or anyone with a different faith or spiritual practice, we all face daily challenges in our unique journey of life. Super Life Secret Codes is your compass. The secret codes in this book transcend the boundaries of religion and speak to you from the vast universe. They will end your struggles and bring forth an eternal spiritual life full of happiness and wisdom. This book will illuminate your future like the bright sun and bring rich abundance into your life. Your soul will echo with the vibrations of the cosmos. These secrets from nature will guide you to be empowered from the infinite cosmic energy and transform the blueprint of your life, embracing the happiness generated by the Super Life Secret Codes. Please turn to page 103, and we are starting at the bottom of the last paragraph.
Just a while, Krista. All right. We wait for everyone have the page of 103, the last paragraph. Okay, done. Thank you.
Any problems in the world can be big or small. It only depends on how we perceive and confront them. Of course, it also depends on luck, which is intimately related to our values, attitude, and judgment. I believe none of my readers wish to have their life obstructed by meaningless problems impacting their future and success. We can think carefully for a minute why most people are still affected by their daily problems and end up with seemingly unsolvable difficulties, even though they try very hard to steer away from unwanted situations. I believe the proclivity of falling into this pattern depends on how well we understand the situation, how optimistic we are about life, and our ability to deal with challenging situations. This all determine how we can make big problems small and make small problems disappear. For example, a couple may have a small disagreement and become angry for a short period of time. Then they simply let it go. This couple's life will not be deeply affected by these unhappy incidents, and they are considered very blessed because they are able to change their perception and dissipate the argument and negative energy wisely. On the other hand, some couples have the mentality of destroying the other person for the sake of winning the argument, and they believe that they need to get to the bottom of it before they can feel better. Therefore, what was originally a simple problem may end up being a lifetime of regrets because they were unable to control their emotions to calmly solve the problem. We must be open-minded and open-hearted towards everything we encounter and control and minimize our emotional outbursts towards unexpected events. When you communicate with yourself, you can organize your thoughts and have a clear understanding of your thought process. Therefore, when you encounter any undesirable situations, you can understand the scope of the problem and minimize any damage based on your well-prepared reflex of thoughts, which will enable you to make sound choices and judgment. Once you have understood this concept, it will become an invincible obligation within your mind and body to carry out this self-awareness. We should constantly remind ourselves that we must have the basic attitude and course of action to confront any problem with confidence and positivity to make big problems small and make small problems disappear. Many times, if we can communicate with ourselves on this subject matter, we will gradually perfect our mechanism to handle these undesirable situations and live a better life. However, there are people who disagree because they are argumentative, worrisome, or have lots of problems which often end in misfortune or disaster. We all wish to have a better life, and the power of creating a better life lies within our hands. We must avoid contradictory thoughts and actions because they will eventually lead us away from the right path and bring upon unnecessary loss, misery, and catastrophes. An important key to transform big problems to small problems is to simplify everything by avoiding complicated thoughts and understand the problem before reaching a conclusion. Oftentimes, a problem can appear to be very complex, but in reality, if you can find a simple, natural, and correct resolution, this problem will no longer trouble you. For example, many people have constipation, and if the problem is not solved, then it could lead to other physical complications. This can become even more complicated when dealing with the long-term dependence on medication to help alleviate the problem, which is not as ideal as using natural methods to treat the problem. This is a good example of a problem that can be big or small. If constipation is not resolved, it can eventually affect your overall health. When we understand that by increasing fluid and fiber intake can alleviate the problem, then we must immediately take the action to rectify the problem. If we do not have enough water, then drink more water. If we do not have enough fiber, then we should eat more fruits and vegetables. The problem can be easily resolved to prevent unnecessary discomfort and health issues. Thank you.
I'll carry on from page 106. Did you know that constipation can cause weight gain and eventually lead to hyperglycemia, hypertension, and hyperlipidemia, which ultimately could cause heart conditions? Medication will only cause further imbalance in our body, and doctors usually continue to prescribe more medication. If the root of the problem is still not resolved, then your quality of life will only worsen with time. People with health conditions may look back and realize that the problem started with simple constipation and they had taken care of the problem correctly, then the rest of the health issue would not have been occurred. Therefore, everything in the universe is changeable. And if you understand this, then you can open your heart to immerse yourself in a situation and search for a real solution instead of relying on doctors for a band-aid to the problem, thus avoiding any future suffering. After all, you are the master of your body, and physical problems can only be detected and influenced by you. No one can help you. Therefore, as we saw with the example of constipation, problems can be big or small. It is your choice. You must understand that what you want in life, otherwise you are just spinning your wheel without any impactful action. For my many meetings with my students, I realized that the only way to help them resolve their problems is to identify the original cause. And oftentimes, these root causes start off as minor problems that they have been neglected to address. However, over time, combined with the complexity of the daily lives, they can become a huge problem that they cannot resolve by themselves. Not only can these problems influence their development, but also bring about the different levels of worry. Sometimes I see that my students can really want to resolve a problem, but other problems continue to occur one after another, becoming more than they can handle by themselves. When I attempt to see the real cause behind their problems and behind the stories, I find that at the same time their problems arise, there are negative energies affecting their judgment and decisions. These negative energies can cause influence their mind and create more stress that combined with the other factors lead to an even more complicated situation. So much that they got to get to a point of no resolution or ever finding a way out of the problem. All of these problems seems to happen unexpectedly. People can only blame fate for all these misfortunes and bad luck. But I believe nothing in this world happens without a reason. Everything that happens to you and every negative events are all energies that you have unknowingly and acquired from the past. When you are unaware of the accumulation of these negative energies in your life, they will continue to expand until a point of explosion, which then triggers an event, at which this time, these negative energies happily take control of the situation and direct the flow of events towards the negative end of the spectrum. Therefore, as many people attempt to resolve their problems and they fail at it, even more unlucky events occur. If you have no means of combating this negative energy, it will often lead to regrettable loss physically, mentally, and spiritually. If we can see through these daily events and understand their correlations with negative energy, then we can be more certain of what actions to take to sincerely and completely resolve these problems. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen and Krista. Reading on this page. Well, last week we talked about our aircon. Grateful to Master. Today we come into constipations. It is about our health. Yes, this is important because we learn, but we don't know what is going on. What is the root cause? Master teaches us that we have to find out the root cause. If you don't know what is it happened from the root cause, you can't find a way out. So from the basic, find out what is the problems. Like people got diabetics, of course they have to control diet. Got diabetic, you keep on drinking sugary, eat more sugar, eat more sweet thing. This will get worse. So Master here talking about things can be big or small, but we want to make big thing into small and into nothing. So this is the technique that we learn on this page. Yes, it's important. Constipation is also another problem. Constipation can cause us into a very demoralized in our daily life if it's got constipations. Wow, try. we have a special technique in our master book, 健康超级生命密码, because the book teaches us how to do coffee detox. So it's very helpful. Initially, I have very frequent of constipations. I don't know why, because I don't like to drink water. So when I don't like to drink water because I can't drink too much of water. Once I go into operating theater, I cannot come out. So before going into the operating theater, I have to clear my urine before I go in, because once I go in about 4 or 5 hours, so I don't drink a lot of water. Then unless that you have to very urgent, then you unscrub, then you come out again, and then you go back again. So at that time, I have a lot of problem due to my constipations. But after learning supervised sacred code, we have instant to control. We don't know why that universe have downloaded something which is very easy to help us to learn and then control our problems, because we find out of the roots problems. We eat more fiber in the morning. We eat more vegetable in the morning, and cucumber can help me to prevent hungry. And then less urine is very helpful. So you find the technique, we find the root, and then it can solve the problems. And like last week talking about the aircon also, something like teaching us that don't be kanchong spider. So in learning supervised sacred code, we tend to calm down. We tend to let go and calm down. So in this book, it's very easy, and then we just follow the steps, and we argument and worrisome and other things. So in supervised sacred code, we have to let go. We have to change ourselves. In this page, actually, a few sentences, it talk about how are we going to find to do more positive thing. How are we going to do more positive thing? We go into our 弟子规. In 弟子规 teaches us how are we going to cultivate and do a better persons. 弟子规 teaches us how to change ourselves, to change our ego, our own self. In Super Life Secret Code, don't teach people to change others. The most only thing that we have to change ourselves. It's very grateful to our Master Ted Sons. This is every step that actually let me reflect a lot of things and when you start to learn, you follow it and then actually help us to change our entire life. Even talk about family, talk about our job, our relationship with the children, and really this thing can make the thing from big and make it small. From small, make it to be zero. Yeah, Eileen, anything so?
I missed one paragraph. Can I read one more time?
Which
This
paragraph?
paragraph is very important.
Okay.
I know many people, right? Okay, continues.
I know many people wish to resolve their problems as soon as possible, but unfortunately do not possess enough positive energy to eliminate the negative energy that is affecting them. I would like to share with you an effective visualization technique to help quickly resolve the problems and be able to find your true self. Then you can play each and every one of your roles at home, work, and in social well, and not to be dragged down by problems and worries, and ultimately take control of your life to enjoy a fulfilling and abundant life. Whether you choose to minimize your problems or not is your choice. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. Thank
Yes.
you, Krista. Thank you, Rebecca. And Ellen ended this very important word, which I wanted to talk about, which is your choice, right?
Yes.
So, 弟子规 Student Rules Chapter 1, when Cai Lishi 老师 started, he asked everybody, right, did you all eat breakfast? Some say yes, some say no. So, it's also our choice whether we want to eat breakfast or not. It's our choice whether we want to sleep the additional 5 minutes so that we can rush in time for the bus and we skip our breakfast. And once we're in the office, we have to start getting busy. And because of that, it leads us in long time, for a very long time, you don't take breakfast. What will happen? You start to have gastric problem, right? So then we don't eat your meals properly. The next meal, you start to crave for a lot of sugar because you need to have energy. So because of all this wrong eating pattern, it may lead you to other health condition, right? So chronic condition, because I used to be a chronic patient, right? I'm so small, so petite, nobody will expect that I will have high blood pressure, right? But 10 years ago, I suffered from super high blood pressure, so high that you won't believe. It was 220, 120. When I walk into the A&E, I still very lawa. I say, I'm here to see doctor because I got high blood. And then they take my BP, they say, you need to lie down. I say, no need. It runs in my family. You just give me medicine, I can go home. See how ignorant I was. Then the doctor say, no. I think I was like 45 then. He said, at your age, you shouldn't hit this kind of BP. So okay lor, guai lor. Since I already decided to walk into A&E, right? So okay, let them do whatever they need to do. I lie on the A&E bed for almost 2 hours. Whatever medicine they give me, I just have to take. They put me on the wheelchair, go up to 16th floor to see a neurosurgeon. And then after that, they take a lot of blood tests, which I dislike taking blood tests, but no choice, take. Then the next day, I went back to see the neurosurgeon again, and then he says that, oh no, it's a heart surgeon, sorry, a cardiologist, not a neurosurgeon, it's a cardiologist. And then the next day, my BP went down to 140. So I only asked the doctor one question. How can 220 drop to 140 in 24 hours? I still so ignorant. And you know what the doctor tell me? I can only say you are a very blessed child. You could have already gone into stroke. And he says, if I don't discover that I'm not in the right condition, if I don't walk into A&E that day, he said he's very sure 1 month later, I will definitely be a stroke patient. And I'm not sure whether I'm still around. Because he said, at your age, you shouldn't hit such a BP. So he said, I was taking things for granted, right? So those days I was working overseas, very aggressive with work. Priority is always work. So because I prioritize things in the wrong way, I neglected my family and I even neglected my health. So because of health reason, that's also one very big reason why I decided to come back to Singapore. So you see, it's also our choice, right? Those days, it's also my choice of whether I want to lead a healthier lifestyle or I want to chiong. right? But when we were young, we think, it will never happen to us lah. But nowadays, a lot of things is really unpredictable. So while we can, what we want to do is we want to learn as much as we can because we want to uplift our level of wisdom so that we can make better choices in life. So back then, I also got into financial crisis because I made wrong choices because of my business, right? So I went into business. I just want to chiong, I want to prove to my partner that I can do it. So because of your own high ego, right? You just want to prove other people. You want to prove yourself. You want to prove other people. End of the day, I drain out all my savings and I'm in debts, right? So all this is also my choice. I could have just tell my partner, cannot lah, business no good already. Do we want to wind up the business or we all want to chip in? But because of my ego, I tell myself, never mind. I just keep feeding the business, keep feeding until one day feed until nothing else to feed already. Then the company has to wind up. I have to go into, lucky I never go into bankruptcy. Yeah, because I don't want to declare bankruptcy. So, but I went into debts, right? So I'm very, very thankful that, really, I think the universe loved me, give me another chance. So that's why when I got hold of Super Life Secret Code, very quickly, I tell myself, I need to learn to let go my ego. It was because of my ego that causes me health issue, that causes me family issue, that causes me financial issue. So when we learn to put our ego down, you will realize that, as what Rebecca said, in this system, Master teaches us that we cannot expect people to change. We need to change first. So we always need to first discover what are we not doing good enough. All right. Like I use the choice of word, what are we not doing good enough? Rather than I would say, what are we not doing right?
Yes.
Because the choice of words of positivity and negativity actually will lead us to a different direction. So the more positive way we speak, the more we can uplift our own energy and we can also impact people around us. So people will find that it's easier to communicate with us. They will not feel so intimidating. Last time people will find, especially those at work, they find very hard to communicate with me because the way I speak is very demanding, very aggressive. I really pin you down, So you got no chance to turn around and even reason out with me. So I want to also share that it's because of this book, 一生得意福满袋. The very, very first chapter, right? Master teaches us a 1 minute quiet heart. 一分钟静心法. All right, for those who have that book, go and read it. Again, my ego struck me. 1分钟 so easy. But when I try, oh my God, less than 10 seconds, my mind is already going haywire. Then I realized that I've got so much on my mind, so much things that I'm holding, so much things that I'm thinking, not that I'm worrying, but my mind is so active that I can't even have a 1 minute to myself. So because of that, I realized that, oh, there's still something that I need to improve. So I practice, okay? And when I learn to practice, I learn to really blank my mind out for the 1 minute, you will realize that you can uncover yourself better. You can see yourself better. And you also will find that it's easier to listen to someone else's comment because you would not have a blockage straight away. So I encourage for those who have this book, or if you don't have this book, or you're finishing another book, going to know what book to read next, I think this is one book we can read. 一生得意福满袋. Yeah. I got this book when I was in Taiwan last year, December, for the event. And then I picked up the book and then we were in a hotel before we go for dinner. So very quickly, I finished that first chapter and I was so attached, connected with this Singfa. So I realized that sometimes because we ourselves are, not that we are troubled, but we have so much happening that we don't even know that we need to quiet ourselves down for just a 1 minute. All right, so try that. All right, and then you can see that you will learn to really let go a lot of things in life. And very importantly, that 1 minute can actually helps you a lot to uncover yourself. Okay, all right. So today our first sharer comes all the way from Malaysia, from Penang. So we have Andrew on the line. Andrew, are you ready? If you're ready, you can turn on your microphone.
Yeah, I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Okay, Andrew, over to you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you well.
Okay. Right. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to sincerely thank Master Ted San, Super Life Secret Code, the host, and everyone here for giving me the opportunity to share a part of my journey today. I was introduced to Master Ted San through Dr. Ong during one of my more difficult period of my life. At that time, I was physically unwell, emotionally lost, and searching for direction. I visited Dr. Ong's clinic for consultation, and during the dinner conversation, she shared with me some books written by Master Ted San. A few months later, she invited me to attend a concert, but I politely declined. At that point, I was not interested and did not think it was something that I need. One day, I invited Dr. Ong for dinner. She told me she was attending a class and asked if I would like to join her. I decided to go along, not knowing that this simple decision would eventually become the turning point of my life. After attending a few classes, I gradually began to change my attitude towards work, life, and challenges I was facing. The teaching encouraged me to reflect on myself rather than focus on the external circumstances, and this helped me see life from a different view. Looking back, one of the biggest realization that I gained is that the pain and challenges we go through are often reminders and lessons for our growth. Sometimes what we appears to be setbacks is actually preparing us for a stronger future. When I was young, I was experienced an accident that affected my left side of my body. Many simple things were more difficult for me compared to others. At that time, I often questioned why life had been so that way. However, after learn and reflect through Super Life Secret Code, I began to see those experiences differently. They were not punishment, they were opportunity that helped me develop perseverance, patience, resilience, and mental strength. As life continued, responsibility increased. I work hard and try my best to fulfill my responsibility in both work, family life. Yet there were periods when life became emotionally and financially unstable. During those difficult seasons, especially when I was unemployed and facing financial challenges, I slowly lost my sense of direction. Fear, stress, uncertainty, loneliness, and emotional exhaustion quietly accumulate within me. For about 5 months, I felt completely lost. During the period, my family left me, and I found myself having to begin a new chapter of my life of my own. Financially, pressure became overwhelming. Out of depression and fear, I rely on loans and temporary assistance while trying to survive both emotional and financially. Looking back, I learned the painful but valuable lesson. Support from others cannot be forever, and every debt eventually has to be repaid. Hardship taught me that sometimes very important, before we can continuously help others, we need to stabilize ourselves first. During one of the lowest period of my life, I found myself alone. At first, the loneliness was painful, but over time, solitude became a space for reflection and awakening. I began journaling and honestly reflect on my life, my emotion, my mistake, and my direction through spiritual teaching, self-reflection, and guidance from people who appeared at appeared at the right time. I slowly started to rebuild myself from within. One important lesson that I learned from this is we cannot change the past. We cannot erase the mistake, failures, disappointment, and painful experience. But we can choose whether experience make us bitter or make us wiser. Other lessons that I learned through this cultivation journey is the importance of emotional discipline. In the past, difficult situations could easily affect my thoughts, words, and decisions. Through reflections and self-awareness, I gradually understood that true strength is not found in anger, emotions, reaction, or trying to prove ourselves right. Through the strength and calmness, patience, responsibility, and ability to remain grounded during difficult moments. Today, I'm still learning and improve every day. Life is not perfect, and transformation does not happen overnight. However, compared to before, I became calmer, more emotional aware, more disciplined, and more grateful for the simple peace that I have today. I have also realized that true self-cultivation is not about becoming someone completely different. It's about returning closer to our original nature, sincerity, humility, gratitude, kindness, emotional balance, and inner peace. If there's one message that I would like to share tonight, it is no matter how difficult life becomes, as long as we continue, reflect honestly, learn sincerely, accept responsibility, and patiently improve ourselves, it is always possible to rebuild our life and greater wisdom and emotional maturity. Finally, I would like to sincerely thank Super Life Secret Code, the host, and everyone who has shared wisdom, encouragement, and guidance during my difficult period of my life. I am deeply grateful for this teaching, this community, and this opportunity to become a better version of myself. Thank you, everyone. Gratitude to Master Ted Sang, every people, event, and things. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Andrew, all the way from Penang. That was great. And you see in Andrew sharing, right? He mentioned many couple of times the importance of the self-reflection, right? The inner discovery, and then how we can actually become calmer. So when we are lost, sometimes we really do not know what we need to do. Right. So when you're lost, there's two things you do. Either you hide yourself down in the four walls and then you become a depression patient, or you go all the way out, drink all the night, get drunk, thought you can get all the troubles drawn away, or you just go out and then starts to work like hard, talking like maybe passing your time, do, work that you will not think. But we're also thankful because we have a direction for us. All right. So Andrew is in Penang. I look forward to seeing Andrew in person in July when we're all going there to attend Master's event, Believe in Love, Reprogram Your Life, a radiant new journey. So Andrew, congratulations, because we all embark on this golden journey in Super Life Secret Code. We are all on this radiant new journey alone. So Andrew, you're never alone. It doesn't matter whether you're in Penang or in Singapore or whether we have friends any part of the world. What's most important is we want to connect with each other's hearts with true love. And that's exactly why we are here learning from one another. All right, Andrew, we'll see you in July in Penang. Thank you for your sharing.
Thank you. See you.
Yes. So you see, whenever we want to do sharing, sometimes when that's where we actually pen down. So when you pen down, that's where you need to do reflection. Then you can say, oh, no need, I'm not sharing. I don't need to do reflection. Then you will never learn. Right? That's why Master teach us and he encouraged us to do 14 homeworks every day. Right? So, Angie, don't be shocked. 14 homework. What? Just now I suddenly go very big. 14 homework. Ella, you never tell me I must do homework. Okay, don't worry. All right, 14 homework naturally will become part or puzzle of our life. Right, step 1, 2, 3 is our essential step 1, 2, 3. So what is essential step 1, 2, 3? In simple words, essential step 1 is doing repentance and pledging. Step 2 is love and gratitude. And 3 is sun visualization. But you need to finish from chapter 1 to 7 of Super Life Secret Code Book before you start your essential step 1, 2, 3. All right, so there are many simple exercises that we practice through in our 14 steps so that it actually become part and parcel of life. And what's most important is we do not want to just to read and listen and these are all theory. We need to implement all this into our daily life. So that's where we are really cultivating. All right. So very importantly is we come to the classroom to listen from each other. We come to the classroom to do reflection together. We come to the classroom to hear someone else's testimony. It may be someone's testimony that could be one particular encounter is something that you are facing problem with, and then you can realize that, oh, there's something that maybe it could help me turn around. So very importantly, we all need to do experiment. So can you imagine if back then Andrew is being introduced by Dr. Ong and he doesn't want to do experiment, he will never be able to walk out of this darkness of his life. So it's also again his choice, right? One or don't one is up to us. So it's really our decision. And if at this moment, I think right now we all know that since 2025, the world has been, wow, uncontrollable, right? Sometimes war, sometimes world peace. But after world peace, you still see a lot of price escalation in life. Things also getting very difficult, very challenging. With the AI technology, people are worried, they are overtaken. Okay, but not to worry. We need to leverage on technology because we are already the chosen one by the universe because we're already given the opportunity. So what's most important is that we need to seize this opportunity to learn, to upgrade, and to add value to our own life first, and then we can add value to someone else's life. Right, Rebecca?
Yes, thank you, Eileen. Thank you, Andrew, for the great sharing. Yes, without Super Life Seeker Code, you think Andrew will be here to do sharing? No. And we are grateful to the person who brought Andrew in. That's what I am here. So everyone in Super Life Secret Code is just your own choice. Make it easy, make it simplified. Master always tell us that 化繁为简. When during in the global class on every Sunday, he tell us that in Super Life Secret Code, we are not superstitious. We are not praying anything. We are not religions. We are actually scientific proven. So just experiment it, what Eileen just now mentions. So in Super Life Secret Code, it just talk about positive energy. Why we need positive energy? We need to cultivate, to accumulate our energy, to cultivate our merit. So why we need to learn 弟子规? 弟子规 is in our daily life. So everyone have this bookmark here. So I realized that they are using bookmark, but somehow we don't know this is, Master always tell us that 这是我们心中的一把尺. In this is a ruler, how to measure ourselves, to be more a polite person, to be more a sincerity person to everyone, and then to help people to using our 2 secret code, love and gratitude. So there is no religion related. This is a bookmark, but it have a lot of things here. You can do a scan and listen to our energy song, and it can lead you to our 弟子规. We can lead you to our 天年. There's a lot of things inside. There's a lot of video clips that Master actually talk in our global class on every Sunday. So every Sunday, we are here to uplift our energy too. When Master from US, and he actually help us to let us how to behave and to become better persons in our lives. So from there, we learn a lot. Everyone learns from Master Tech Sons. We are here to do sharing because why we are here to do sharing? I am actually very certainly because I received the gift from the universe. I have breakthrough my problems. I have actually during the tough time, during the tough periods, I follow the steps, and then I have breakthrough the problems. So I very certainly that I want to help people and to share with people how Super Life Secret Code can help. Yes, this is in our only English sessions. So people who needs English sessions like Andrew sharings, like people who have new friends, they need English, just bring them into our sessions here. This is a reading class. So no other things like talking about any religions. So all right, Aline, Are we going to our second book soon? Yes, abundance is so simple. Abundance don't only talk about money. Abundance can talk about family, our health, that just now Master mentions in our health, we need also abundance. So let's start our readings on this. When the sources is connected, abundance is so simple. Invite Mr. Siu and Adeline to help us to read on the front page and the back page of the book. This is a dialogue sessions book. It's actually written by Master. It's actually represent, Mr. Siu will represent Master on the Master part, and then Adeline is reading the student part. Let's begin.
Okay, we start reading the book cover. Super Life Secret Codes. When the source is connected, abundance is so simple by Master Texan. Sometimes opportunity knocks, but we are not ready because we lack the capacity or capability. This book teaches the tools to ensure that we have sufficient capacity and are capable. When the source is connected, you be like a GPS and constantly monitor yourself to make sure you are on the right track. If you fall off track, make a U-turn and get back on track as soon as possible. When all means are exhausted, changes will be triggered. Once changes have taken place, solutions emerge, and you will have abundance. Embracing the happiness generated by Super Life Secret Codes.
Let's turn to page 42.
Page 42.
Each
Okay.
step in resolving emotional stress,
Yes.
chanting the four-phrase gratitude mantra.
When all your issues are resolved, you should feel grateful. Let me teach you the fifth step, chanting the four-phrase gratitude mantra. No matter which episodes you are in, clear your mind and calm yourself and start chanting the four-phrase gratitude mantra.
The energy from the four-phrase gratitude mantra is very strong. When I first came across the mantra, I thought the words was very simple. But when I was engaged in meditation, and as I visualized the mantra, I kept shedding tears. So I immediately did repentance for my egoism.
Do not underestimate the power of this mantra. Today, I want to teach you an enhanced version. Normally, we just do chanting. Now, as you do chanting, 感恩宇宙, gratitude to the universe. Please visualize energy from the universe continuously flowing down onto you. When you chant 感恩未来, gratitude to the future, visualize all the great events in your future. When you chant 感恩爱, gratitude to love, feel the energy of love filling the entire universe. Allow the energy of love from the universe to flow through us as a medium, spreading back to the universe. This is why 感恩宇宙, 感恩爱, gratitude to the universe, gratitude to love needs to be chanted twice. These two positionings are critical.
Such deep meaning.
When you chant the fourth phrase 感恩宇宙, gratitude to the universe, not only do you receive the energy from the universe, you can feel complete abundance. When you chant the final phrase 感恩宇宙, 感恩一切有了感恩一切有了交代. Gratitude to everything that has been answered, blessed with abundance. Then train yourself so that as you chant, the corresponding pictures appears. Feel that all your negative emotion disappear.
Wow, this is such a great practice.
When you practice chanting, grab hold of the feeling of the abundance. Try to magnify such feelings. Allow it to expand and embrace you. If you can blend these 5 methods into your daily life, you will be able to resolve all your issues. Let us end here today.
Thank you, Master. Two makes great team. Secrets to attract, please.
During the last lesson, we went through the 5 steps to resolving emotional tension. Have you been applying them in your daily life?
Yes, I did. Through my actual practice, the method did help me in stabilizing my emotion. I came gentle too.
Very good. Keep it up, and you will experience a bigger transformation soon. Many people want good lives. According to the Super Life Secret Code system, can you tell me what needs to be done in order to achieve a good life?
Master mentioned before, everything is related to energy. Resolutions with our negative energy is an important key to achieve a good life, right?
Yes, we can only achieve a good life if we strike a deal with our negative energy.
Master, I have a friend who worked in a multinational corporations. He received a high salary and was at a high position in his organization. As he reached the peak of his career and life, one day during this Asia Pacific meeting in Shanghai, he collapsed. It was rush hour traffic during his transport to the hospital, and it took 3 hours to reach the hospital. When he reached the hospital, he was in a coma. He was flew back to Taiwan, and when he remains in a coma, I was really shocked to hear about him collapsing because his company places a high emphasis in their workers' health. His company gave him almost 4 million Chinese yen for annual medical checkup, which he did routinely, and results were all good. He was a staunch Buddhist with a high level of self-discipline. He treated people with care and led a very decent life. He was just 46 years old, but he's just tumbled suddenly.
The speed of negative energy in claiming karma could be thunderous. People can be caught by surprise and become helpless with the situation.
I realize now.
People think that as long as they do regular medical checkups and exercise every day, their health will be good. However, as long as the negative energy issues are not resolved, when the time comes for collection, disasters will still strike. We only have about 900 months in our life, and this is considered a long one. So, after deducting the months that we have already lived, how many more months are we left with? In this short span of time, ask yourself, how much more can you do? It's not a lot. When you can seriously look into your life and do something, then you hold the key to unlock a good life.
How do we protect ourselves then?
Self-realization. Always remember, you will be floundering in your life if you do not seek self-realization. You need to fight for your own good life. No one will give it to you. Even if the universe wants to help you, but you always practice negativity, then all help will be in vain. There is no mystery or slogan here. It is a question of whether you accept this concept. Today, you are fortunate to come across Super Life Secret Codes. So there must be some destiny in play. You should go through the key points in detail and execute them faithfully and always give blessing to yourself. Step by step, when you do it diligently, you will finally achieve a good life.
The logical concept which a person holds, you determine a good life, right?
Yes, negative energy is not a slogan, but a topic everyone should take seriously.
But when I try to bring up this to my friends, they tend to disagree with me.
Quite true. Many people lead a smooth sailing life. Their studies and their career advance well. They are healthy. So when you tell them disaster will strike and request them to change their bad habit in order to uplift their spiritual life, they will feel that you are cursing them. People only learn when they suffer.
There's a saying, you only shed tears when you see the coffin.
Yes, negative energy is terrible, and the human heart is a sponge. If you do not guard our heart, when negative energy strikes, it will consume us and we will be miserable.
Why is the influence of negative energy so significant?
A normal human leads a balanced life with body, mind, and soul. When negative energies find you, they will entangle you. The deeper your karma with them, the tighter the entanglement. All the prayers and chanting are in vain. Because they are blocked by the negative energies, when the negative energy is strong, you will be severely impacted and your mind will be badly disturbed.
Disturb mind? What does it mean?
Something like this. You are supposed to go towards a direction, but suddenly you just head to a wrong place. This is because negative energy wants to create a problem for you. I have met many people who used to be cheerful and achieve, but once negative energy entangles them, they become depressed and they cannot accept anything. This is because negative energy wants you to lead a miserable life and it wants you to be upset every day.
Wow.
Another example, a person used to be healthy and active. Suddenly he falls down and becomes disabled. Anything is possible and can turn bad when hit by negative energy. Now, if you understand how negative energy works, should you be so set in your mind? Soon you'll be focused on self-reflection for further enhancement and generating more blessing to yourself and other people.
I realize with our life being so short, we should be calculative and should not be calculative and be upset with things. We should leverage on our good health and ability properly resolve our negative energy.
Thank you.
All right, we stop here then. It's okay. Thank you, Adeline and Mr. Siu. No more. We will continue next week. Yes, how to take away energy. Wow, talking from the beginning page. How do we listen to our Master Ted San's 4 phase gratitude mantra? 感恩是句句. Yes, initially I think I missed this part of the explanation details about 感恩未来, 感恩爱, 感恩未来. 感恩一切有了交代. This is the song. It's called 感恩CGG in Mandarin. Is there an English the 4 mantras?
There
There
is no
is-
song, but it's called Gratitude Hymn. And actually you can recite
Listen.
as what it was translated just now
In-
in this
in the book
Yes,
here.
that's right.
Yes. So what is this song for? Is to uplift our energy. If there you turn into, wow, something happens, or either that you have problems, go and try this song, because initially I don't know what is song this. While I listen to this song, I feel a bit of scary, because the song sounds scary, because it's quite down, and then make you like, you already so depressed. But this song actually somehow you listen to a few times, you suddenly make you, something has changed. It make you, give you a lot of energy, and then help you with a lot of instance to solve problems. And where I listen it, a lot of things can change. It's actually from the converting to exchange from our negative to our positive energy. Sometimes we feel don't know what to do. You listen to the song, it will give you an answer there. Or either that you cannot sleep on the song, so you suddenly can fall on sleep with this song. It's very, very helpful. What my husband used to do, parking, when you can't find a
Yes,
car park
I'm
lot,
still doing that.
Yes, always on the song. And you know what we do? We play this song while we are on the ways to JB. We hope that there's no traffic jam. Yes, it's come true because it turned out to a smooth traffic. It helps and finding a car park lot. You can see people turn and turn and turn. Hey, got once we actually doing book distributions in Ghim Moh. You know, Ghim Moh, the car park is big, but there is always no lot at the morning time because a lot of people are doing marketing and people there are rich. They are all driving big car. And if you are waiting to find a car park lot, it takes very long. And that day we was there, a lot of people are waiting for car park. And how lucky we are. In front is Eugene. Eugene is the dealer of the book distribution. The whole car is actually carry our master book. And the car park just came. We are actually queuing, but the front people are queuing quite long. And we happens to get 2 car park lot in one time go. So we reverse back and then we park and then we unload our thing. And how 感恩师记记 is very helpful because we are doing 天地事. So master always, when I met master once, master tell me that 都不要操之过急，为做天地事. So master tell us that how are we going to cultivate? In the second part that we are reading on this, in people who got sick and illness and how they run to the hospital, because what we learned, master want us to do cultivations. What cultivation needs? Because we need merit. When we have enough merit, we have problems. It's like a bank. We actually borrows the merit to use it first. But on that after using it, we have to return. What master says that 得思量够不够? This is the cultivations that whether we have enough or not. When we have enough cultivations, we have merit. We go everywhere, we will see noble men. Some people will just pop out and help you. Some people will just come in and help you. Like my daughters went into hospital 2 days ago. She had palpitation and she tell me that, Mommy, my left side of my eyes cannot see at all. So she routed to Mount A. She has fully covered by AIA, but she went into Mount A. The doctor tell her that she have to admit because due to the claiming things, and then they call in very fast within half an hour. The neuro came in, the cardiologist came in, and then she's very lucky. The cardiologist sent her to a MRI, a CT done, and she got no problem, but they realized that her heartbeat got some problem. Then they wheel her to their clinic, Mount Avenue. The clinic is over there. Within that 2 hours, even in the midnight. And then she had put on a hotel and she's waiting for the result. And yesterday she has discharged. So everything come into well arranged. If it's got not enough cultivations, not enough merit, yeah, somehow you've been waiting. Who is the doctor coming to see me? Why the doctor is on leave? No one come and see me. The doctor when I want, the doctor is all in overseas. So this can take out times and then can delay and then can have emergency problem. So we gratitude to our Master Ted Son. What we are learning, actually it will help out for the family also. So very important to do sharing if you have something good. And then some people, maybe you just a little sharing, it can help out for people in our Superlight Secret Code. Yes, Eileen?
Yes, thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, our reading angel, Adeline and Mr. Siu. I always love the 2 of them reading the dialogue part. Yeah, because I get very indulged into it. It's like as if I'm hearing Master talk.
Master talking, right?
Yes.
Close.
Right. So you see, actually, what Rebecca said just now is very important. When in this cultivation journey, whatever we do, we are just trying to increase our merit bank, right? 得知库. So the more merit bank accumulation we have, sometimes when you ask for universe to seek attention from the universe, then you can get connected. All right. So a lot of in Superlight Secret Code is all about power and data. So how we actually, send power and our data to the universe is actually through a lot of sun visualization connection. All right. So we need to connect with the sun energy. We need to resonate with master. That's why there's a master resonation practice, meditation practice. I always think that in past life, I don't know how are we related, but when things happen to her, a lot of things happen to me, right? Her daughter was admitted 2 days ago. My mother-in-law was admitted this afternoon. Yeah. So just now, along the way, I was when we got the news like about, I think it was 12 something, so I just send blessings, right? Because no point for us to be kanchiong. Yeah. Of course, we love her so much. So we send blessings because we are not the doctor. So we send blessings. I talk to the sun, I talk to the universe, send blessings that she is being assigned with a wise doctor. A doctor can actually diagnose what is her problem right now.
Yeah.
So when I was on the way to, because I was telling my husband, I can't visit Mama tonight. I will go tomorrow. I'm very thankful to my daughter and my son-in-law, very filial. And then straight away they went to the hospital to see her. So just now she was just texting me, showing me pictures of my mother-in-law. From cannot eat, cannot, no food, no drink. Then now she's able to drink Milo and she was already very alert. So on the way, when I was coming to the class in the MRT, I did my resonance with Master. I asked Master to send blessings to her, to send love to her, to give her care, and most so importantly, have a right doctor to diagnose. Right. So a lot of things is all about also her 的质量 also. Right. She's a very nice lady, a very kind lady. Okay. And of course, we now know, especially after learning supervised secret code, I now understand about 相似因果, right? So we know a lot of things about our cause and effect. So why she is sick for many years right now. Okay. There's a lot of things that maybe did not have a good closure in her past life. Right. So when they're at this age, sometimes a bit too difficult to get them to cultivate, but we want to keep sending blessings to them. All right. So in a lot of 星空夜语 in Starry Night, a lot of members sometimes will ask Master, what can they do when their parents or their grandparents at their old age? Master always say, send blessings to them. Right. So, but what we can do is that we can actually do our part. Okay, and we can do our part, and then we can still connect with the universe. We still can send a lot of energy, a lot of power to her. Okay, because but we are all family, right? So in this system, I was also taught to. Last time we probably were all kanchiong and drop our work, go hospital, all crowd there, and then must see a doctor,
Angry
must see
with
a
the
what,
doctor,
angry,
right?
right?
Yeah.
So doctor come and see her, what? But now we realize that actually that doesn't mean that kind of action means that we are filial. All right. Sometimes when we are there, we may end up cause a lot of disruption.
Yes.
Okay. So we need to know like what's most important, that we need to send blessing really from the bottom of heart. Everything will be in good hands. So I chant gratitude hymn every day before I sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, I will always chant. Before I sleep, when I lie down, very naturally, for all these years, I will chant gratitude hymn. Sometimes cannot sleep, I will chant until I fall asleep. Yeah. And recently, I did an experiment. Okay, I did an experiment because sometimes my dog, when she sleep in the night, she will get very fidgety, and then she will wake up. 1:32, she sure will wake up because she wants to go and pee. Then she will come and disturb me. Like she asked me to bring her to the she don't go toilet, obviously. She go to the backyard there, right? She will go there and pee. Then I do an experiment because recently I got hold of San Nong, our 天元香水. So there's 5 flavor. I love it so much because I feel that it really keeps me, of course, it smells good, and it really keeps me very calm. So I was in Vietnam last week for a holiday. I brought with me, and every day I feel so peaceful whenever when I quiet down myself, when I do my visualization, when I smell the fragrance, I feel so good. So when I come back, I say, hey, let's do an experiment. Maybe I spray a bit in the room and see whether my dog can sleep through. Because she has been not sleeping through, right? So then it disturbed my sleep also. So I spray, and since the day I sprayed, I have tried that for 5 nights already. She sleep through for 5 nights. I don't know, 是巧合 or it's because the air, right? There's blessings in the air. Okay, so we do not know, right? So sometimes a lot of things we can't explain, but we do experiment, right? So Master always said, and I'm someone who is very sensitive to fragrance. So that's why I don't wear perfume at all. Because every time when I spray, whether on the wrist here, I will always have allergy. Whatever brand I've tried. But surprisingly, when I try San Nong, so I think it's 真的是因为天地的，这是真的是天地给我们的一种能量。And 有玫瑰水真的是不一样, So it was very, very different. Yeah, so I'm not promoting anything, But I'm just trying to tell you that I do experiment also. So even for us, irregardless how many years you are practicing, it can be 4 days, 4 months, 4 years, right? 40 years, but we still need to do experiment. Because like what Andrew shared just now, our learning journey, our growth can have a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
But when we are able to turn our ups and downs into golden opportunities for us to move forward, then that is something that we want to value in our life. Right. So he has went through a lot of ups and downs. If it's not for Super Life Secret Code, he will still be there questioning why it's always him, why his life is so difficult, why so many challenges, why nothing is smooth. But because of a mindset change. And obviously this mindset change is because he practiced a lot of love and gratitude. The more love and gratitude you practice, the more you're able to do your mindset switching. Then you start to appreciate a lot of things in life, right? So when we change, that's where we have a self-help, we have people's help, we will have the universe help. All right, so next we have another amazing sharer. We have Krista. Come.
Welcome.
Gratitude to Master Ted San, gratitude to the universe, gratitude to heaven and earth, gratitude to Sun Papa, and gratitude to the two pretty hosts. Thank you to Eileen and Rebecca for hosting. Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Crystal. Yeah, so a bit about me before coming to Super Life Secret Code. So I'm someone who is very, very stubborn, born in the year of the ox. I'm either all black or all white. And I'm so stubborn now because I didn't know that I really needed this system because this system emphasizes a lot on wisdom. I have no idea what wisdom is, and I'm still trying to understand what wisdom is. I'm still cultivating what wisdom is. And I'm really blessed by the universe because I was actually asking the universe for a teacher, like a spiritual mentor. And it's really how the universe you know coincide with this is really amazing because I stay on the 13th floor. I think some of you all know my story. And then I was just the RC, they put me on the 10th floor to go and mend some plants, the hydroponic plants. And one day I was just tending to the plants, and then one of my neighbors, you know, she popped up, and then we started to talk, and then she said, you wait now, and then she went to her house, and then she passed me the Super Life Secret Code books. So she passed me the English book, but then she was telling me it's in Mandarin. And at first I was like, no, I don't think it's for me. You know why? Because it's in Mandarin and my Mandarin sucks. So I was like, you know what? This is in Mandarin. I don't think it's for me. I know there's an English book. I was like reading, okay, I don't think it's for me. But I'm really, really lucky because she keep on pestering me to come for class, go for event, do this, do that. And to the point I was like, I think she pestered me for 1 year because again, I'm very stubborn. So Auntie was like, okay, you know what? Then I'm just so lucky that she got me a free ticket, you know, to one of Master's events, the sponsored ticket. And you know, it's like, I was like, wow, it's 200 plus, you know, being Singaporean free, then just go lah. And I'm just so lucky that, you know, I went there, and again, it's in Mandarin, but there was English translation. And even though I really wasn't in the system then, but I just felt that connection, a bit of connection to Master. So I think I went there, and I think 2023. So I've been in the system for about 3 or 4 years now. So for me, it took me some time. I didn't immediately just jump into it. But you know, like, okay, I went for one event, and then, you know, maybe another event, and then maybe come for class, and then maybe read a book. And yeah, I'm really glad that Ellen read the last chapter, I mean, of the SLSC book, because it reminded me that, yeah, initially I was like, how to do all this? And then the book says that because of negative energy, so you need to have enough positive energy to take the action. So I was like, okay. So same thing like what you know, Master said in the book, like, you know, do your step 1, 2, 3, read the books, do the love and gratitude meditation, you know, the sun visualization, the ai kan en. So it was bit by bit by bit, then I could feel like, you know, the energy slowly getting better. And one of the big things that this system has helped me is few years ago, my dad, he had to go for heart bypass surgery, and he's like about 73, 74. So I was like, yeah, okay, I need to do something. And thankfully I was in the system. And one of the biggest gifts that I got from this system is sincerity. I learned to open my heart and be sincere with love. And teacher Tsai also say in 弟子规, you know, a heart of sincerity can move a stone. And and like all that kind of love and gratitude, right? And I was reading Ti Zi Gui and the repentance. So I repented to the universe, with my dad's operation coming up. I guessing I have to be a better daughter, like Ti Zi Gui, when you wake up, greet your parents. So I really did that. When I woke up, I'll greet my father, good morning, and then I will like ask him, how are you? When he calls me, like whatever he says, I just follow. The most difficult part was, when your parents scold you, then you must obey. So that one took some time. Yeah, but after a while, I was like, okay. Then I realized, okay, I can like kind of calm down. But always trying to follow the teachings of Ti Zi Gui. And then Pastor San said Ti Zi Gui is the energy block. So I did that. I did repentance. I learned to cultivate my heart. I learned to be a better daughter, to be more filial towards my dad. So, I was there, my dad, I accompanied him, and then we, went to the hospital. And, when he came out for surgery, right, he actually had a glow on his face. And that my friends, they came and see him, they were like, how come uncle is sitting on the bed with a glow after a heart bypass surgery? And I could only attribute it to like the positive energy, from this system, like being a good person, having a good heart, like working the like step 1, 2, 3, doing all the things that, master suggested. And within 2 days, he got discharged from hospital, which is, I mean, it's a big thing, which I'm really grateful for, because I have been, when you go to hospital, you see a lot of kind of like negative energy, not the very nice things, but I'm really grateful that, it was a positive experience for us. And so after he came back, I went for walks with him, and, I'm really grateful. And it was funny in class that I had this realization, because the next thing I want to share is my job. So I got retrenched during COVID. I actually wanted to rest also. I was resting, taking my time, going on the new path also. And then I think I was like, why is it so long that I haven't had a job? I was like, my stubbornness, I think 1 year enough. Then 1 year, nothing happened. Then 2 years, nothing happened. But actually, I had some realization is because I needed those few years to spend time with my dad, which I'm really, really grateful for, that the universe has a plan that's even better than what I can see. So the next thing I want to share is my job. So I didn't have a job for a very long time. And then last year, I was freelancing for this company, again through like nobleman, through friends. I met this guy, and it's a startup company, and it was something that I was quite interested in, and it was a lot of new things to learn as well. So Master, I think he was saying a lot about having the capability and also having the blessings for the universe, from the universe. So I'm really grateful for the blessings, but I think the next thing I have to work on is my capability. So so initially, I was doing the work, but then because it was a startup, so the company, they couldn't really pay me well. And then I was like, but I want the money, should I quit the company, blah, blah. But I never give up, because I kept on going for master's class. I kept on coming to the class here. I just kept on cultivating my wisdom. And the wisdom that I gained was capability. If I can always improve myself, grab hold of opportunities, and gain more experience. Never mind about the wealth. I also realized that wealth is not about money, but wealth is also about like the wisdom, like how much to cultivate, how much to work on, and how much to let go. I think wisdom is doing how much to let go, which is something that I definitely need. And I'm really, really grateful for. So towards the end of the year, so I think he felt a bit bad that he couldn't pay me because the company really wasn't doing well. And I shared, like, I was in the classroom, and I just felt this feeling from the universe that said, just send him blessings. Like Master said, like, 记得他们的好. So always think about the good points of other people. Then I was like, you know what? It's okay. I just send you blessings. I wish you well. It's a startup. It's not easy. And he was so touched that, I was sending him blessings instead of like, the opposite, that he says, he was really, very touched. And then after a while, a couple of months, I think he got a couple of investors, and then he slowly like increased my monthly like freelance rate, like a couple hundred here, a couple hundred there. And then end of last year, I went to the weekly class, and then they said, please set your goals for 2026, end of 2026. I don't know whether you all did that, but I did so I set up my like how much salary I want by the end of the year. I just set like a decent amount. And then in January, right, I managed to get 80% of what I set for. Yeah, thanks. And then after that also I just continue to build, and to be honest, it's really quite stressful now. But I know that it's an opportunity for me to just build up on my skills, and I'm using a lot of AI now. You know, just learning about AI, even though it's difficult, but you know, I know that as long as I keep on coming to this system and keep on learning, yeah, I mean the universe will kind of like, you know, show me a path. And so because of the cultivation, this month, so the company managed to secure a tender from the government for a 3 to 5 year contract lah, and it's almost seven figures. Yeah, so it's really amazing. So I think what I learned is just constantly self-improve, you know, help myself, then other people come and help, and the universe will help. And another thing is, initially I said, yeah, you know, because my Mandarin was bad, so I'm also trying to improve my Mandarin by going to the Wednesday class and reading the Chinese book. So I copy the Chinese words into AI and then translate into Hanyu Pinyin and English translation, and then I have to practice. So it's a lot of things, but somehow, you know, I managed to do it and find my way into this classroom as well. And I think the last thing is, yeah, I went for a health checkup, and you know, everything was fine. And it's like, I think it's like just like the $5 one, you know, you pay $5 and you go and check up, and then yeah, you know, like my cholesterol is fine, my glucose is fine, and everything is fine. And I think just now reading the book is like, okay, everything is fine, but please watch out for your negative energy. So always for me, it's a constant cultivation on my journey. But I'm so grateful to be in this system. I'm so grateful to be always learning. And I'm so grateful to all you guys, as the master said, you know, trust love, trust the universe, trust your heart, you know, start with a sincere heart, and anything can happen. So I wish you all a lot of blessings, good fortune. Please attend the event if you haven't attended yet. Yeah, I wish you guys all the best. Thank you for letting me share.
All right. Thank you, Crystal. Wow. She looks to me like a grown-up child now. Yeah. I remember back then when she first shared, right? There was the very first time I saw her share was, I think, a couple of years ago. Uncle Sam brought her in. And at that time, she already shared that she was not working and things like that. But I can see the growth in her, right? She is so much more calmer now, so much more equipped with a lot of inner strength, right? And wow, this is the first time I think she shared the full story from how she started to where she is today. Awesome. Yes, I have a video to show you before I give you an introductory video to July event. Thankful to Sui because I found this video. Oh, sound effect. I found this video on the TikTok or Instagram. I can't remember. I sent it to her. Grateful to her. Just now, within the half an hour, she told me she recorded the video so that I can play it. So let's watch this video. There's a message that I want to bring across to everyone. It's in Chinese, sorry. Okay, did you catch it? Okay, let's go screen by screen. Okay, let's play back. Okay, this is a story about this 73-year-old man. Okay, so he's a 73-year-old man. He got into debts because he needs to repay money because he was trying to find medical treatment for his deceased wife. Okay, so there he is in the street. So how he started? So he's from China. Okay, so he sell flowers every day for only 2 to 3 yuan. You know, 人民币啊，2到3元，新加坡不到1块钱。So he sell flowers because he needs to make money to repay his debts. Okay, so like next scene. So we see he's in debts, that's why he's selling flowers. And someone, so when things go over, some people tend to forget. But what we can remember is people will remember the kindness of this old man. People will remember the story of this old man, right? Then, yeah, I chanced upon this last night actually. Okay, because before I sleep, I like to sometimes, of course, when we scroll video, we cannot get stuck with it. So sometimes I will hear the 3-4 minutes of Master's recording of his Sunday class. Then I don't know why I was looking through some family messages and then suddenly I just clicked the story. Then this thing came up. So I thought it's a message I just want to bring across to everybody. So what we're trying to say here is that, you know, kindness is something that is actually from the bottom of our heart, right? We cannot fake kindness, but we can learn to be kind, right? And Master always remind us, actually, all of us are born as human. We are all born to be kind. It's which way we lead our life, which way and which are the leader, who is our teacher that we follow, right? You follow a good teacher, you'll be a good student. You go and follow a 黑社会老大, you become another 黑社会老大. You become the next 接班人, right? So it's always our choice. So humans are actually born to be kind, but it's our choice of who we want to follow to learn. So in Super Life Secret Code, we are so blessed that we have Master Ted San. Okay, Master Ted San, he's just a human being like us, right? He's just another normal person, but he's a man full of wisdom because he has gone through so much in life. Okay, thankfully back in 2005 where he met his master, which is friend G, all right, and that's where he started to come out to actually this system. So when he wrote this book back then in 2010, Super Life Secret Code, and then years later he come out to give talks, and for more than a decade he has never stopped giving us classes every Sunday, which is our 网络公修课, right? Rain or shine, storm or whatever weather. So Master he stays in Vegas. So his timing and us 是倒反的, right? So when we sleep, he work. When he work, we sleep. Okay, so that's why, but he has never stopped using his precious time to actually try to teach us what he has seen in life. So his classes every Sunday at 10:30 in this classroom or in LTC is something that I want to encourage everybody to be present to listen. So when you're new, right, sometimes you don't know what he's talking. I bet that is the case. Because when I first started, for 3 weeks, I don't know what he's talking. Why is he always talking about war? Why you ask me Super Life Secret Code? You tell me love, you tell me gratitude, but you're always talking about war. Then I realized that if everybody is connected with love, right, everybody think of each other benefit more than ourselves, then there's no need to fight. Right? Why do people want to fight? Because they want to gain. They want to gain power. They want to gain resources. That's because of selfishness. Right? So we are so blessed. In July, Master is coming all the way to Asia. He's going to be with us in person in Penang. So if you can, and if you have not set the date, try to mark it down in your calendar on July 25th, 26th. Okay, join us in this journey to Penang to watch the concert and to attend the workshop. There'll be no live Zoom for this time, unless you are residing in other countries, in Taiwan or in Australia or in England. But then in Singapore and in Asia and Malaysia, because Singapore is so near to Malaysia, so we are all going over to Malaysia. All right, so we're going to see an introductory film of this July event.
古人早有智慧，《黄帝内经》言：“百病生于气，止于阴。”这句话揭示了身心健康与声音、音律之间的微妙关系。当人情绪郁结、气机不畅，百病由此而生；而当音律共振心灵，能量重新流动，生命便可重获和谐。这正是超级生命密码音乐的核心价值。透过音律，滋养身心，转化人生。音乐能触动最深层的情感，打开心门，让被压抑的情绪得到释放。在快节奏、压力巨大的现代生活中，许多人不自觉地积累了负能量，进而引发身心失衡。而当我们沉浸于超码音乐时， 旋律与能量波动相互交织，带来深层的安定与舒缓。这不仅仅是听觉的享受，更是一种灵魂的调频与校正。超码音乐与一般音乐不同，超码音乐蕴含着特殊的能量密码，这些音律不仅有艺术之美，更承载了天地宇宙的频率。当我们专注聆听，心境自然沉淀，能量自然流转，许多过去无法解开的结会在不知不觉间松动。这是超码音乐的神奇之处，它不是外在强加的力量，而是引领我们回归内在本源，与天地共振。气是生命的根本，阴是气的良方。当我们心情愉悦时，身体自会健康；当我们陷入低频情绪时，疾病便容易滋生。超码音乐透过正向频率，帮助我们转化忧虑、愤怒、恐惧等负面能量，使心灵回到平和、喜悦与光明。这种由阴引导的能量转换，正是改造人生的起点。修补身心不是偶然的事件，而是需要持续的滋养。每天抽出一段时间，静下心来，让自己完全沉浸在超码音乐的旋律中，就像进行一场能量的沐浴。当身心被音乐调和，潜意识被正能量灌注，思维更清晰，行动更有力，生命也会逐渐走向光明与圆满。许多人见证过，当自己持续浸润于超码音乐，心境变得柔和，关系变得和谐，健康逐步改善，甚至人生的困境也迎来转机。这不是幻觉，而是音作为能量的载体，正在默默地调整我们的生命频率。当我们与音乐同频共振，人生自然会被推动到更高的境界。超码音乐不只是旋律的流淌，而是天地能量的回响，它能抚慰心灵，化解郁结，并引领人生迈向幸福与圆满。当我们真正体验到百病生于气，止于阴的智慧，就会明白，音乐不仅能修补身心，更能改造人生。诚挚地邀请您，让我们一起把音化作桥梁，把爱当作方向。当我们选择信任爱，生命将不只是转动运势，而是走进一段真正属于自己的编程人生。让我们一起携手走向光明，迎向丰盛、幸福的光耀新城。
The July month, and then we are coming out with a big events, love and gratitude sharing that will be held in the LTC. It's on the 27th June. So everyone invite to friends that who are actually needs to have listen to our true testimonial. Bring them to LTC. It will starting at 2:30 to 5 o'clock, and we have actually with some buffet served. All right, invite friends and then join our Jie Long on our WhatsApp group. Yeah. All right.
Yes, we have all the way bring over our members from Penang, Yu Hui. Okay, he has got very powerful story to share. Of course, we have from Singapore, Hui Zhen, Shemei, one of our reading angel. Today she's not here, but she used to sit here. Okay, and we also have Lin Yan, right?
I cannot find.
Suddenly cannot find Ellen, and then suddenly, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So with that, we're going to wrap up our session for today. And thank you for joining us. Do come back and join us every Thursday, same time, same place. And then, yes, we will see you next week.
Yes.
Yes. So our deepest gratitude